was circulating that he wanted to leave, but he denied it. And good for Portland that it was just a rumor mill at work.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. He was focused on their post play and was pleading with them to try to get the ball into the low post every trip down. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Yeah, last season definitely, guys, had some drama with Aldridge and his future. But as the season rolled on and Blazers played so well, winning a first-round series over Houston, making it to the second round, certainly one of the big surprises in the league, but all that other talk kind of went away.
Well, that's what winning does, Kevin. I mean, it just kind of cures everything. A lot of drama early in the season, speculation about whether Aldridge would resign or not. But, you know, with the success of the season and that good young core, I mean, it makes a lot of sense to keep everybody together.
Here's a reason. The Blazers getting the bucket. Harden kicks to Jones. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, playing in the West can be a grind, and that's what was impressive about where the Rockets ended up. They didn't rely on their bench a whole lot. They really rode their starters.
Houston making some changes. Daniels, he's checked in for a reason. And it's Cannon in for Patrick Beverly. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Chris Kamen's checked in for Robin Lopez. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 6. Here's Matthews, and he uses the glass on the layup. Matthews has got his second basket of the game. As you said, Clark, Rockets did well against the rest of the conference and really didn't have a deep rotation.
Usually that can catch up to a team, but the Rockets starters were able to stay healthy and log big minutes last year, and it's why they nabbed that 4th seed in the West.
Tremendous output from Jones. He's got 10 rebounds, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today. Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
Robinson's checked in for Portland. Wright comes in for Wesley Matthews. Now, here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them. And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Robinson against Jones. Left block shot on the way. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Jones has got 11 points.
Well, a really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
Here's Robinson. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside. Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Took him no time at all on that one. 12 points for James Harden.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Here's Lillard, and the shot is good.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside. Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Cannon, again the Rockets score.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
There's 42 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Batum. 6 points for him. It's rebounded by Houston. Jones has got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction. And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Outside, Batum. Lillard left side. Takes it from 10. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
It could go. Buried. From outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And now that we've gotten a chance to see it in slow motion, I think the ruling has to be that he did not beat the buzzer with that shot.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He wasn't quick enough on his release, it would appear. Looks like the ball was still in his fingertips as the clock went off.
And it's time now to reveal our State Farm assist of the game. Today, Steve, it's a big man winning the honor.
And it was a no-brainer. This assist was really out of this world. I mean, he had a great understanding of the situation and where the ball had to go.
Rockets leading by 13. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the back. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
Lillard outside. Passes it to Aldridge. And he drops it in from the low post.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance without it.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
And the Rockets with possession here from deep Harden. That's good. Harden's got 9 points here in the second half.
I'm sure that's a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in the first half.
Lillard on top, defended by Beverly. They get it back. Here's Lopez, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've just continued to shoot well.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
Portland Trailblazers last season acquiring Robin Lopez essentially for 2 second-round picks. Just a huge pickup for them as he solidified their starting lineup.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Lillard up top, defended by Beverly. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Matthews against Harden. And Jones sends it back. And stolen by Aldridge. That's good from 17 feet away. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys. And he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Well, James Harden is a pure scorer, but for him to get this Rockets team where they hope to go, I think he has to lead in more ways than just offensively. Really needs to set the example with his defense, his effort, and his unselfishness as well.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He said we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And Harden is a great passer, but last season at times it seemed like he settled into being a ball stopper. So talented, so gifted offensively. He's an excellent offensive player when he's isolated. But this team has so much offensive talent. I think they're best served to keep that ball hopping. And that goes for any team, but clearly a team that has the weapons that Houston does.
Here's Beverly. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Rockets lead by 14.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Feeds to Lopez. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. When you think of the superstar two guards who have won titles over the years, whether it's Kobe Bryant in Los Angeles or Dwayne Wade in Miami, Steve, they've all gotten after it defensively.
Yeah, and I think that's where Harden has to take the next step. When he's locked in, he's great. You know, he's got the long wingspan, he's got the strength. It's just about having that focus and that energy, that intensity that you need at the defensive end.
Lillard attacking. Good.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously. One thing that Damian Lillard has made abundantly clear in his first few seasons in the league is that he is a force when the game is in its late stages. Just steps things up in a big way every fourth quarter.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And that's 20 points for James Harden.
And it's really rare to see someone Lillard's age be able to be so calm and collected when that fourth quarter rolls around. I think it's a tribute to his level of confidence, and that confidence is mixed with humility. And that's a nice combination that allows him to perform well late in games.
Harden against Matthews. Fires the three, and another three from Harden. Harden's got 15 points here in the second half.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Well, you look at the way he approaches the game, the way Lillard can take over as a playmaker, and he has all the ingredients really to dominate the fourth quarter.
It's a big reason why he led the Blazers back in so many games last year and even exploded for 25 points in one fourth quarter. So, you know, that game still sticks out to me as one of the most dominating performances I've seen, and it just showed how talented this kid is.
Fades and shoots, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world, we know that.
Aldridge dishes to Batum, back to Aldridge. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Aldridge has got 6 points in the quarter. Houston leading by 9. Now here's Beverly. He kicks it to Howard. And he banks in the layup.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Portland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Right side Aldridge. A baseline J, and Portland again with the bucket.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Houston's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Ariza kicks to Howard, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Nothing extravagant about it, but there didn't need to be.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard attacking. And again, it's LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got 12 points in just the second half.
The defenders have to be aware that they cannot allow him that position before he catches the ball.
You're exactly right, Steve. That is his domain.
And the shot is good. And the Rockets lead by 11.
The clock ticks down, and this is going to be a solid victory here for the Rockets.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Howard. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see him being a part of it. He was all over this one.
Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? He's got 26 points and 1 steal as well. He is in complete control of this game.
Yeah, it's just going his way. Everything falling into place.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Chris Kamen's checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Wesley Matthews. Wright, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Johnson kicks to Adrian. There's the dish to Cannon. Houston moving the ball around. Daniels passes to Powell. The 11-footer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Great look, disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Here's the teardrop, and he gets it to go.
And that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me,
Well, congratulations on this